All right, got to do a real quick opening today. Coming back in after a day off. Today's Wednesday. Shouldn't be too busy today. Generally Wednesdays aren't. Other than the first wave this morning of customers coming in, looking for those essentials. There's been a lot of stuff in the news lately about meat processors. Dozens of them around the country having either shut down or running at a very limited capacity due to lack of employees because employees are either getting sick or too scared to work. So it'd be interesting to see how that affects in-stock conditions at our stores. Already seeing some effect of it, or we have been over the last month or two, where seeing less variety of stuff coming in, stuff that is less popular, like pre-seasoned meats are not coming in as readily available, whereas they're sticking more with making the staple items. So when you're faced with reduced capacity, you tend to cut back to doing staple items and stuff that sells over stuff that is less popular. So we are seeing some of that happening. Other than that, it should be just another normal day. Caitlin and I did a rather long dog walk last night to catch up with each other and all that stuff. So if you're watching these in order, you will have seen that. That was a rather long video. So there's really nothing that has changed since we shot that. So I'll go ahead and end it, and we'll pick it up on the other side of work, and we'll go from there. So at least the traffic is fairly light today. That's pretty good. So let's go ahead and finish for now. We'll pick it up on the other side. All right, well, getting out of work, almost home actually by now. I've been kind of listening to the news, fell down that rabbit hole. Looks like nothing new on the virus front. It's still alive and well, but we're seeing more and more of the conflict between the people who want the country open and the people who don't. And it's happening in different parts of the country, different states, different cities. Everybody's debating, do we open, do we not? Some areas are saying yes, other areas are saying no. And it'll be interesting to see who's right. Nobody seems to know the right answer because you can't really predict the future. But we will find out in due time who is ultimately right. If a city or a state opens up prematurely and they have a big outbreak happen in that area, some innocent people are going to pay the price for that. Then again, if this is all overblown and we reopen and nothing happens, then the people who said that we can reopen can gloat. So as for me, I don't know. I really don't know. I think if people can be responsible, stay away from each other, I think we could potentially reopen and get back to normal. But it would be a different kind of normal. It would be a different normal where people have to stay apart from each other. But everybody has to be responsible and to do their part to help stop the spread. And I just don't think people are ambitious enough to want to do that, which is why everybody says we should stay closed. Because adhering to the social distancing guidelines and the personal hygiene guidelines is more work than most people want to do, which is sad. But that's the reality. we could have had this thing beaten by now if everybody would have just done the full stay-at-home order and stay away and not continue to get together. But sadly, we're still seeing birthday parties, family gatherings, whatever, friends gatherings happening all over the place, and the virus just keeps spreading, just at a slower pace than before. But it's still spreading nonetheless. So anyway, that's pretty much all that's happened. Today was a pretty quiet day at work. Big truck today. I think this was for the first shipment that I've gotten in a few weeks that has actually had the computer do some of the ordering. And boy, did they ever order. I ended up with 6 partial pallets, maybe even 7 pallets that were on average about waist height. I got all those put away. I got some stuff put out on the floor. Everything is pretty good shape in the bakery in order for me to take tomorrow off. So yeah, I got tomorrow off, which is good. Got tomorrow off. Don't have any plans to go anywhere. Looks like maybe a rainy day anyway. It looks like tonight is going to be a rainy night. They're calling for some severe weather later on tonight, and it's the dark clouds are definitely evidence that that kind of weather is coming. It's gloomy. It's warm and it's windy. So I think some rough weather is brewing. 74 degrees right now, according to my car. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end it, and we'll pick it up the next time we pick up the camera. We'll talk to you later.